we're not going to debate if the Prius is saving the planet. At the end of the day, the Prius is a cheap car on an expensive and rather complicated drivetrain. But the Prius's worst sin? It's not even fun to drive. This is a hybrid that aims to add some fun to your daily commute. It's from Toyota's premium brand, Lexus. And even though it's based on the Prius, there are some important differences. But first, let's look at the similarities. The powertrain is a 98 horsepower 1.8-liter gas engine, mated to an 80 horsepower electric motor. Together, they make 134 horsepower, just like in the Prius. It's not a lot of thrust, but Lexus knows if it wants to tap into the eco buyers, it needs to deliver in mileage. And this CT200H does just that, with a very real 40 miles per gallon on the highway and 43 miles per gallon around town. Yes, that's correct, it gets even better mileage in stop-and-go traffic. Now the good stuff. The exterior is quite handsome. That right away is a major plus over the Prius. On the inside, the CT200H boasts nicely trimmed leathers, metals, and a futuristic center console. The center console features a flip-up nav unit that's controllable by this joystick with haptic feedback. Haptic feedback means that it gives you a little nudge every time you mouse over something that's clickable. It's kind of neat, but I prefer Audi's straightforward dial control. It's too much work to mouse around a screen and try to drive at the same time. Don't even get me started on the interface. It's as though the icon designer came straight out of 1993. AOL called, it wants its icons back. On the road, you'll immediately notice another improvement over the Prius. This car really feels connected. It's not quite nimble, and it's certainly not fast, but the ride is unlike any Prius I've ever driven. This is due to substantial changes in the suspension. The rear gets double wishbones, and lateral performance dampers are used all around. These are fancy hydraulic mounts that reduce body roll and harsh vibrations. This means the CT200H is rather fun to drive. Yes, I like driving this car. The sports switch is kind of useless. In spite of the funky gear changer, and an EV mode that only works under 25 miles an hour, and a 0 to 60 time of about 10 seconds, well, here in the city, your quarter-mile slips don't matter. It seems that for every feature I dislike about this car, I find two more that I love. As equipped, this CT200H with the optional F-Sport package is $39,000. That makes this roughly a $40,000 Prius. By my own bias, I should hate this car. But you know what? Lexus did it right. They took the drivetrain that's made the Prius such a success, gave it a ride worthy of the premium badge, and added a dash of fun. Now, I still don't like the Prius, but the Lexus CT200H? It's good.